He's definitely pro-Israel, and he's been a strong ally of Benjamin Netanyahu. His policy on settlements, on a united Jerusalem under Israeli control. He worked on a peace treaty which would have given Israel peace and security, control over Jerusalem and strategic areas of Judea and Samaria in the West Bank. He recognized Israel's right to control of the Golan Heights. He moved the embassy of the United States from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, emphasizing the claim of Israel to Jerusalem as its undivided capital. He also opposed the Obama nuclear treaty with Iran, and in doing this he's limited the Iranian terrorist influence in the Middle East, which in turn has encouraged moderate Arab countries to make peace agreements with Israel. Now, Trump's deal of the century would have left Israel in control of Jerusalem, of most of the settlements in Judea and Samaria, in the West Bank, and in the Jordan Valley. If he goes, it's definitely off the table. Under Biden, there's no possibility of Israel annexing any territories in the West Bank, as Netanyahu wanted to do earlier this year. In fact, the West Bank settlements, the towns settled with Jewish population, will now be considered illegitimate. Biden will want to revive negotiations with the Palestinian Authority on the basis of Israel returning to the pre-1967 borders, which means a redivision of Jerusalem, removing the settlements, and forcing Israel into a situation which would make it very difficult, if not impossible, to defend. It would also encourage the Palestinian Authority to continue with a kind of terror-affirming rejection of Israel while supposedly working on a peace settlement. There's also plans to remove the sanctions on Iran if Iran is willing to comply with the terms of the nuclear